guys, I'm just making my draft board for fantasy football, and I thought I may as well take you on the journey with me. I don't have anything better to do today. I'm making a draft board, and I've just played golf, so you know, it feels almost like I'm unemployed. I'm not. The workshop is just closed down for today. Okay, so basically, I've been copying things from either ESPN or the fantasy footballers onto a spreadsheet of my own, okay, because I don't want to be typing up every single player in the NFL. That would be crazy. So I use basically their stats, just copy and paste. It's very basic. You can just whack it in an area. Let me just go and copy that properly. That was all copied. So you just basically get all their names in order. We've got a keeper league, so for example, some of these players aren't in there. I don't need to show you all. Then you can just copy this column, Command C. Get rid of all that, just quickly. And basically I've just been putting in there, making it look a bit nicer, but if you do that again, get rid of the black and that, you can do all that. Very easy, okay? So I've been putting these into here. I've basically done that for every position, so I found the kickers and the Ds on their pages and brought them in. And now what I'm doing, I've already done the quarterback and the running back, but what I'm doing is I'm just editing their order to my own order, basically. So it's the quickest way of getting players into a database of your own, and then you can edit it yourself, okay? So I'm just going to be editing some of them as I go. So I'll probably cut some of this as I'm going, but just this is how I do it, basically. It's pretty basic. You're going to probably look at some of these and go, how have you not got, say, for example, John J. Hopkins at the top against Julio Jones? The thing is, it's all your own preference, so it doesn't actually matter. You can do what you want. That's what fantasy football is all about. But we're changing to a half-point PPR league this year, so things are a little bit different than they were for me before, because we've been doing standard league. So if I show you this page, I'll show you what I do with my tiers in a minute as well. A QB or running back 1, running back 2, I'm working out, okay, what do I want from running back 2? And then I'll be aiming in my mock drafts and then my main draft to be getting a running back which gets me, on average, 9 points a game. Obviously, you know, sometimes they don't. That's a part and parcel of it. Because then I know if I hit 94 points, more often than not, I'm going to be winning that game unless someone has a really great week against me, okay? So I need to work out what that means for half-point PPR. I've still got to work that out. But then this page is basically my tiers. So everything, I'll do one quickly in a minute. When I move these wide receivers back over to their slot, I can then start doing my tiers on this board, and then this is the board I actually draft off, this board here. So I'll show you that in a second, okay? I'll just quickly go down my wide receivers and then I'll start doing my tiers for my quarterbacks. Best thing about fantasy is all, you know, you do what you want. You don't have to worry about what the experts say. You can have your own opinion on things, because at the end of the day, no one actually knows what's going to happen. So you're as good as anybody else when it comes to this. And you're going to see in a second that I'm potentially a big homer by going for Michael Crabtree, but Joe Flacco loves a consistent target. I also like Cooper Kupp this year. Basically, I'm just cutting and pasting people where I feel like they go. I saw a stat about Golden Tate, and his average yards per pass is very low, so I'm not a massive fan of that. He's very consistent, as old Demaryius Thomas. Oh. Alshon's carrying an injury at the moment. Not a fan of that. Actually, I'm going to put that into my course. I'm going to show that as well. Because I change this as the weeks go on as well. You don't have to be staying at the same, you know, I'll be changing this tomorrow because I'll be thinking about things as I'm riding my bike to work. I don't actually... So you can get quite quick at doing this. Oh, hello, saying that. Making mistakes all over the place. That's how I want them. Oh, I'm having a shocker here. Oh, Ian. Okay. So like I said, yeah, you change it as you go. So for now, I'm just going to want to show you how to do this. That will do for me. So just copy that whole column. And then put it back in the wide receiver bay. Okay, we'll quickly do tight ends. I've got too many, I'm not going to even worry about them in a second. Pop them there. Agree with these so far. Oh, I do like Evan Ingram a lot this year. Whether I put him above Olsen's a different question, because I know Cam Newton likes Olsen. We'll keep him there for now. Trey Burton, yeah, I agree. I don't like his... I know he's with Aaron Rodgers now, but Reed's had some bones taken out his foot, so he's going to be more fit, apparently. That's incredible. Benjamin Watson was good last year. OJ Howard had a great end of season, so he's definitely going up. George Kittle. See, this, like, people be screaming at their screens. This is a bad move, but if you look at OJ Howard's end of season form, pretty damn good. Damn. But Jameis Winston's out for a bit. The upside of Howard's more upside of Benjamin Watson, in my opinion. Tyler Eifert, injury prone. Cameron Bray, OJ Howard, yeah. Jack Doyle, that's very low for someone who could get. See, I'm throwing him up a lot, but he'll probably go down in the next few weeks. But the thought of Andrew Luck playing with a tight end again gets me happy. Okay, that'll just do for now. Obviously, like I said, I'm going to be going through this in the weeks to come. Boom. Who was I thinking of the other day? Rams, Chargers. Where are they? I must have just gone past them. What the heck? What? Am I blind? Yes, I am. They're right there. Man, I was going to say, I am keen on them. I have a lot of wide receivers in my D for some reason. I'm not going to use all these Ds, so I don't need that. I'm very high on the Chargers this year. I hope none of my friends watch this because I'm in the same league as them, obviously. Let's pop this over here. We just recorded our first podcast, which you can see on the YouTube channel. It's also on my YouTube channel. It's also going to be on iTunes the next few days. But we're talking a bit about fantasy football in there with Ben, my mate. He's one of the guys I play fantasy football with in our private league, which I won last year. Just add that in there. And he... I'm a bit worried about what I talk about in front of him, so making this video is basically selling away the little secrets, but it's okay. I'm going to take them out. I'm going to put the Rams higher because they are very good. I actually kind of want to put the Rams number 1. This is criminal. Come on, the Baltimore Ravens. It was too good to be true, surely. Okay, let's keep filling these around. I don't know whether I like the Eagles being that high either. Oh, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan as well, so you definitely are getting some biased opinion right there. Bengals are always decent. Cardinals, Patriots. Ooh. I don't mind the Bengals. So I'm putting the Bengals out here for a second. Seahawks, kidding me? They can go down there. That's a happy swap. Texans, Saints. Okay. Again, we can work that out later on. Okay, kickers. Come on. This is... No, I don't want to swear on YouTube, but... if they do that to me again, I will. That was just rude. Oh, see, that's bad as well. Let's just remember that. Oh, I'm having a shocker again. Gostkowski wasn't the best last year. Greg Zerline. Oh, guys, he's going down. He's been great for years, but Will Lutz was brilliant. I probably agree with that now because kickers are a bit much of a muchness. I don't agree with that, if I'm being honest. Matt Prater. Went on holiday to LA last year, playing Barton again. I was losing. Last minute 52 or 53 yard field goal won the game for me, so it's got a fond place in my heart. That's for sure. Yeah, okay. So basically, this is what I do. Get the stats in from somewhere else, and then I make the draft board my own. Like I said, I haven't been deep here. Like, Jordan Nelson's very low. He's going to be getting touchdowns. Like, for me, straight away, Jordan Nelson's going to be higher than some of these players anyway. So for me, we'll just pop these down and bring him higher just because I spotted him. But like I said, there's going to be a lot of that going on. Oh, I love Marquise Goodwin a lot as well. And Golladay's got some attitude problems, so he can go down. Brilliant. Okay, so you've got your basic list here, very easy, very basic to do. These are the bye weeks that the players have here as well, okay? I think so anyway. Yeah, they are. So Russell Wilson and Baldwin have week 7. Great. Let's do running backs first. This could change. I'm not a big fan of doing this in front of my potential friends, but this, you know, what you do for a few YouTube views, probably no more than 20. Definitely in that tier. Look at that, Melvin. Oh, okay, just put that in the wrong place. So you've got to remember, keepers have gone. So your Bells, I'll show you the keepers in our league. So David Johnson, Le'Veon Bell, Devonta Freeman, Todd Gurley, Dalvin Cook, Antonio Brown, Alvin Kamara and Ezekiel Elliott are all gone. So don't be like, where are these players? You're crazy. And I'm not as crazy as you think. And straight away I can see that there's a 4-tier break in this, okay? So I'd be willing to take Hunt as well, which is annoying. Because just for the ease of this, when I say ease, basically it's like a spreadsheet session more than anything else. I'm going to put Hunt in as well, because I would be willing to take him. Hello, what does that happen down there? That's okay. Okay, so basically I'll put people in their tiers. It's very easy. I'll delete them out because otherwise it's going to get confusing. And I'd be saying, okay, I would be keen to take all of them in the next tier. This is very quick, obviously, but probably actually quite true. I do like Alex Collins a lot. And I think I want to then have, again, he's a Raven. It's not hard to work out that I'm just a massive biased pig. And then this, you're going to start introducing rookie running backs. Man, after last year, getting people like Kamara, I need to be more awake to that because I was slow to that last year. So I'm thinking here I'd be happy to draft up to Henry because Coleman's a handcuff. Yeah. Cut them out, pop them in it. This is quite a big tier I've got here though. But tiers do drop, you don't have to be worried about that. I do think Derrick Henry might go a bit higher in this, but like Dion Lewis, like he's high. It's half point PPR. I'm higher on Henry than Lewis, as you can tell. How big is the next tier? Rough sizes. Rough. Ty Montgomery, Duke Johnson. Okay, we're doing well there. Who do I just take out down to Rex Burkhead? Let's get rid of that. Oh gosh. We've dropped off a cliff. These guys might squeeze in. No. Yeah, not a massive fan of this. So like running backs drop off quickly, which we know. You need to draft a running back early. And to be fair, that's my last tier there. So I'm not going to go too deep because our league is not massive. I'll go down to Devonta Foreman and Jones. Wow, he's low. Yeah, none of you guys bother me too much. There's a nice handcuff in there though, so I'll get him out. Let's get Eckler out. He is a nice handcuff to Melvin Gordon. Aaron Jones is far too low. I would put him at the top of this tier, if I'm being honest. Again, probably crazy in all your minds, but that's okay. Oh, yeah. Pop him up there. Okay. So that's running backs done. Bear with me, if not, wind forwards. Wide receivers. Dun, 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 dun. I always thought I might as well just do this and record it. Free content and someone might learn something. Okay. So, who's my top tier for my wide receivers? I've got 4 spaces, but oh, yeah, there is 5, so what we'll do is we'll insert one below here so we don't get that annoying black situation. And then we'll pop these little badges in there. And then we went down to Thomas, didn't we? So you've got Green. It's not a very big tier in my mind. Not a big tier. Evans misses out on the fact that Winston's out 4 weeks. I can't be in a draft situation looking at Evans and thinking, yep, that looks good to me. So now I've got Hilton, Evans, Baldwin, Cooper, Jones, Hill, Robinson, Gordon, Diggs, Crabtree, Schuster. He's a bit of a gamble there, but Cup, Jeffrey. Oh, it's a big old tier here. Not a lot of these. I don't have a lot of feeling for a lot of these guys, if I'm being honest. Well, there'll be a solid play. How deep is this going to go? That's annoying. Was that enough space? Who is it down to again? Hilton. Oh, there are some decent players down there though. Oh. Okay, I've got to do a bit of fiddling with that later on, but you're all getting bored, so I'll go back up here and keep adding things. You wait, watch me go down and make more decisions. What this is messing up is all my beautiful work on the right hand side, but you know, there's something you can be very proud of in the spreadsheet when they look good. This is a very big tier for wide receivers. Where was I? Hilton. Hilton, and I said Robbie Anderson. Yeah, that's a clear break off after that. Oh, too many. Okay. Robbie Anderson, Pierre Garçon, Cobb, Shepherd, Funch. Again, I didn't sort these out when you were watching a minute ago, so we'll see how that goes. Parker, Fuller, Matthews, Jackson, Crowder, Marquise Lee, Golladay, Edelman. Oh, okay, I don't agree with some of these people's positions, but that's fine. Look how low I have people. This is, by the way, you're wondering who these people are. These are from last year. I need that tier to be bigger, smaller. They're from last year. To be fair, I could probably go down to... I'm big on Kenny Stills this year. So yeah, these are last year's rankings. Look how low Devontae Adams is. And then we can go down for the rest of them. Down to John Brown from Baltimore. Yeah. I might as well pop the rest on actually. While we're here. Oh gosh, there's so many. I can cut some of them later on. I'm never going to get that deep in the league. There's only 8 of us. Tight ends. Now we're done, guys. Because I don't do tiers for my Ds. It's not worth it. Okay? They aren't worth it. They're very important, but they're not worth it. Okay, Gronkowski, he is he's there from last year. I haven't changed my mind there. This falls off a cliff there. Engram's lucky to be getting in that situation probably. Oh, where's Graham? I took Graham down quite a lot, didn't I? Probably going to live to regret that because now he's with the old Rodgers. That's not a tier, that's probably a tier. Trey Burton didn't make it to that one, did he? No. Basically, guys, this is how you do it. It's pretty easy. Just in case, because there's a bit of a handcuff play there. Who do I go down to? Jack Doyle. Did Kittle make that one? Yes, he did. Come on, see, I can't, clearly you can see that I see the tiers because I haven't just added them in. There's never going to be this many tight ends going in my league, so I've got no worry about the rest of them. And because I love a tidy spreadsheet, gosh, there's a lot of players there. Get rid of that. Let's just get rid of some of that formatting, hey? So, as you can see now, it's quite clearly, as I'm going to go through my draft, I'm third pick. Say, this is just how I'd work it as I'm going through the draft now, okay? So, Saquon's gone, then let's say someone's gone, because they're not going to have the same board as me, then they've gone for Hopkins. I then need to make a decision. These two don't necessarily, it doesn't mean Julio's above Gordon in this situation. I've got to make a decision then between these two because they're my two highest. I'm not going to say I'm going to go for because people are watching. And to be fair, these guys are all going to be moving around this summer. So then it's obvious as you go down, then you say you make your pick and you go for Fournette, and then these guys go off the board. And then you start getting people going from down here. you know that when it comes back round to you for a pick, you've got someone in the top tier. So you need to work out whether you've got too many wide receivers going on, or you've got say already 2 running backs. It'll be perfect, then that's a dream pick. And I know straight away that Thomas is a tier above anybody else when I'm drafting, because the issue is sometimes that you know, when it's going, you've only got 90 seconds, whatever it is, to make a pick. Sometimes you can make a rush decision and think, okay, AJ Green, yeah, he's great. He always gets over 1,000 yards unless he gets injured. He's rarely getting injured these days. You pick AJ Green, and you realise Michael Thomas is left, and you make a mistake. So for me, I do this just so I'm always aware of what is around, and I don't make mistakes as I'm drafting, because you only get one chance, okay? And I have this thing here, look at this little pep talk here. You can't win your draft in the first few rounds, but you can lose it. So it is important to make these first few rounds count. The later on, you know, later on it just becomes a bit of a punt with certain things. Like Jarvis Landry is extremely low on this board right now. But yeah, so I hope that's helped. I haven't done my quarterbacks. Let's just quickly do that. I needed to do that first because you need to realise who you're drafting up against to consider your quarterback. So for me, would I pick Aaron Rodgers ahead of some of these people on this list? And it's probably, to be fair, it's probably no, because I don't draft quarterbacks high. So I'm not going to be drafting Rodgers in the first few rounds. So he's actually going out of that tier, and he's going to be welcomed by a few others. So I'm probably going to go down to, it's a high tier. So we're going to do this. It doesn't mean that I'm really low on these guys. It just means I don't draft a quarterback high, because there's no need, because there's a lot of value later on as well. I was burnt by Mariota last year, so he's dropping a tier for sure this year. Cam Newton sneaking in there. And then we've got Cousins. Where's he to? He's above Mariota. Yeah, I was burnt by Mariota. I was really excited to have him on my team, and it just didn't pay off. I'll be interested to see how he does this year, but I'm not really holding my breath, if I'm being honest. Him and Winston obviously came out of college at the same time. It was interesting, but... And then all I do for my kickers and that is literally just import them in, and only about 10 of them, because no one's going to be double drafting a kicker, and there's only 8 people in my league. And the same with the Ds. Probably will go up to the 12 on Ds. Maybe the Falcons. I'll go up to the Bengals. Oh, and the Bears. I like all of those, so we'll put them in there. It's going to ruin my stuff, but it doesn't matter. It does. It really does matter. And then what I do is when I do mock drafts, which is very hard because I'm doing a keeper league this year, so when you do mock drafts, for me they don't really mean much at the moment. I'll put my mock drafts teams in here. So as I'm drafting, as I said, I'm deleting people out, so I know that if there's someone I value above everybody else, I'm going to take that person over them, okay? So if there's one person left in this tier and people are picking out of here, I'm going to go for this guy. And then what I do is I just copy and paste their names across to here, so it's just clear to me, because my brain gets confused when I'm drafting, okay? Hopefully this has helped, guys. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, share it, post on Twitter. Enjoy the YouTube channel, subscribe to it. Just keep coming back, because I do these little videos every now and again. Do a weekly podcast now with a few of my mates, just talking about NFL. Nothing too strenuous, guys. I hope you had a great summer as well, and I'm looking forward to the season starting. Cheers.